Hey guys, hope you are all very well. Hi friends. Today I want to give you a new insight on the crime effort against myself. I'm Yo Mars. My real name is Johannes Marschall. I'm a German musical artist, stretch DJ, turntablist, producer, beatmaker. But I'm also self-educated psychologist, philosopher, a multi-talented personality. I also give law advice to friends, family members. A lot of happened in 2021. So the case background is I prepared myself for the IDA, the National Turntablism Championships of Germany. I'm a turntablist since 2001. I stretched every day for 5-6 hours for 10 years probably. I made thousands of beats and productions, and I'm, as an artist, political persecuted, but not only repressed and political persecuted. Since the preparations for the IDA in Germany for the championships in 2009, the crime happened against myself. Somebody that invented a systematic, intelligent crime, operative crime, a PSI operation. So in 2009, close before my participation at the IDA, my life got some kind of invaded, and silent measures brought me to a flat point that people could access my life, could access or manipulate my physical and mental stability. And in 2009 I got psychiatrized by a strange operation. Thus, police appeared, some family members just appeared next to my door, and I was just brought to psychiatry, just declared as mental ill person. This is how artists and highly gifted personalities are probably normally handled in Germany. I don't know, but this is not okay. It's a very strange case. They gave me a wrong diagnostic, and this was a starting point. This was just the beginning. They kind of like instilled in my CV the legend of the mental ill person, and kind of like put me socially down. So this was just the beginning, the installment of a wrong diagnostic in my CV. In 2016 I got proband or victim of consciousness control of a military, kind of like a military torture interrogation program, and kind of like a pig torture program. This program is running till now. I don't know if anybody would believe this. Program structures are very complex, but in fact the result is that this program is harming myself to be creative as an artist. Since 2016 I do not have any creative output at all, or an unwanted output. So several murder attempts, I guess, happened against myself since 2016. I'm surrounded by stranger organizations. Even the police of Berlin entered my flat. My special commando beat me down. I got bitten by a dog and all that stuff. So I'm a tortured person since, of course, more than 2000 days. Also, my family got kind of like invaded. Probably it's authority or intelligent people. Probably it could also be a sectarian system just invading my environment. And I'm kind of like socially hostage in Germany to stay in Germany. They don't want to get this out, this information. Of course, it's a strange situation. Ministries and also authorities don't want to give Germany a bad image, because Germany is a well-known country, a very secure country at all. But of course, personalities have to be repressed. I cannot walk in a village without being recognized as personality, as great human. People are starting to think what this kind of guy is, what he is doing. And of course, people like me tend to get very famous, very soon, or in a very short time. So in 2001 I have left Germany to seeking asylum in a third country. I was in a refugee camp just for 5 days. But also there the consciousness control program, the torture prick program didn't end it. So since 2016 I've lost my studio, most of my items, the PC, the SP, some synthesizers, a great environment at all. So since 2016 I got socially murdered. I fought against this criminal organization. I got a lot of information belonging to this crime scenario because it's a historic worldly crime happened against myself. Now I'm in front of an international court. I've reached in the files, I've reached the names of site perpetrators, and probably I also made profiling belonging to the main perpetrators which are torturing humans or myself, or repressing myself without any reason to myself. I mean, I'm just a creative artist. Probably I would have a huge business out there with a lot of other stuff just going on, just normal industry stuff, law advice and all that. Products, probably even product lines. So, I'm sitting now on files, very important files. It's all files belonging to that criminal case. Even Kurds are involved. Kurds also try to give orders out for psychiatrization. They also probably give orders out for repression because they could be attacked, because they are involved. They didn't fail. We handle me like a mental ill person. Not what people would expect from a modern developed country, Germany. I did charges, I went to police, I went to authorities in Berlin, I went even to ministries. I wrote everybody. Nobody helped so far or is not able to help. Probably it's a pressure situation to anybody else who's probably important. Probably authorities are under pressure. Courts probably under pressure. So it's a difficult situation to solve for myself because I'm on my own and I'm socially kind of like murdered. I don't got many advices to get help at all. So I kind of like started to write all that shit down happened against myself. I did profiling. I documented for years this crime. Probably I got 50 kilos of documents right now belonging to that crime case because it's a historic crime case happened against myself. I have the will to get the payout, a compensation bill, because I'm not guilty for anything. Part of the crime is to declare me as a mental ill person, to stress me around about the clock, to social murder, to just put me socially down, to give orders for psychiatrization, to give orders out for repression, to harm belonging to my person that I'm getting to another nation which is probably able to help me. Inside Germany there are so many people who are kind of like criminals who are involved, which probably could get a jail punishment, or even probably would get a job cancellation. I think Germany is declaring this case as a secret case, has handled this case as secret. And probably, of course, what I know is that they want to keep me inside Germany. They don't want to get me recognized as an artist, as a hip-hop artist, as a producer. They don't want, or even cannot let me get successful at all, cannot get me get any money, because I would just order some lawyers and just put millions out of their assholes. So it's kind of like a difficult situation. I reached status inside this crime of kind of like authority. So normally the police cannot touch me anymore. Just an emergency case probably. Even local Kurds cannot touch me anymore. I'm not attackable anymore. I got documents which is kind of like proving what happened against myself, that I'm an unguilty person. Kurds tried, or police tried, to let me look like a terrorist. Or even these structures of monarch or consciousness control try to simulate a soldier, or a probably unsocializable person, or a person who's probably be aggressive and not with a clear mind, probably with an aggression, with an outcome of aggression. So it's very difficult to declare this crime in Germany officially at this time. Probably in 20 years they would just declare this crime officially, but not now, because people would be in fear of their families who are involved. Probably people are forced to take part in such a modern psychology crime scenario, which is not just one day or 1 week, it's a continual time, continual years of crime, which is tending to create situation from situation planned by something in the background, someone in the background. I did not knew that something like this could happen to anybody, to any artist. Now I knew. Probably it's a special time, probably this is the first time this is coming out, or this is happening to some artists in Germany, or even Europe, in the Netherlands, Sweden, Switzerland, Poland, Bulgaria, Greece. I was also tortured and followed by these strange techniques, consciousness control, and even shielded by organizations, just by black horse just appearing beside myself. I'm a important person, but nobody could in my environment recognize these. So my environment seems to be kind of like invaded, or kind of like a little bit manipulated by others, probably by social services or other sects or employees of police, I don't know. So they are not recognizing at all what is happening in my family right now. Probably tomorrow or the day after tomorrow they will recognize what is going on and what was going on in my life. I'm not even recognized as a genius or as a multi-talented personality. People are telling my family that I need help, that I need health care, that I need a social service, that I need to go to the psychiatry, that I need to stay in Germany, that always they are kind of like sticking me to bad environments, to weak environments, to socially weak environments I do not belong to the underclass or even more down. So I'm kind of like at the end of societal circle right now, but kind of like also I'm mentally deep inside society rooted. For tomorrow, oh, it's the truth. Consciousness control and torture is producing aggressive outcome. I was held for years in suicidality and lived my life. I also made my examinations under on a kind of like consciousness control and torture. I got good marks at school and prepared myself for university, but my university got just aborted completely. So they are torturing me around about the clock. I don't know what is going on. Probably they just tend to just put a scandal down, a state scandal, a scandal of authority, a scandal of artist repression, a scandal of torture, a scandal of school, state school, German state school, a scandal of just a very big fail. They messed with the fucking wrong person just, and it's very sad. I've documented kind of like all they did to me. I did a lot of pressure to them. I put a lot of authorities and also perpetrators under pressure. Even Germany I put under pressure. Germany, let me go. I want a shared citizenship. I want a new citizenship. I want asylum. I want a compensation bill. I want a new life, a fucking new life. I want my studio there. I want to make music. I want to be fucking creative out there. I want to declare this crime. Even as a profiler, I do everything on my own. I did the law. I did the music. I did psychology work. I did the work of a resistance fighter. I fighted against criminal organizations. I did everything the last years. Nobody is recognizing this. If somebody would recognize this, I would be declared as a multi-talented personality or even as a probably star if I tend to make hip-hop anymore. Probably I'm even overqualified just to go in the studio and just make hip-hop beats and stuff like that. Probably there's more inside me. Let's probably hide it and probably not wanted to get outcome. So my name is Yo Mars. Please recognize me as a great person and not as a mental ill person. Hopefully you know that this is fresh and the truth. These are sketches by myself made in 2007, so my music is running. Check out my YouTube channel. Check out all my videos. I got the Rainy Days Lo-Fi beats out there with 80 fucking fresh musical beats and stuff I made. I also got videos about the crime case. It's a horrific crime case. You wouldn't believe that I survived several murder attacks. So probably they tended to just murder me for 100 or 1000 times. I survived fucking everything. So I'm kind of like, yeah, the man here, but not recognized as the man here in Eastern Germany. Eastern Germany is guilty for this. I don't want to come back to Germany anymore. I don't can live a life under the police authorities. It's not possible. So I want a new life. I want new citizenship. This goes out to Africa, to Russia. This goes out to Asia. This goes out to Australia or even to USA. Who is able to help me? Which embassy is able to help me? So I need just every kind of help. Just contact myself. Thank you very much. Yo Mars.